Welcome to this Windows and computer channel, and of course, a few of you have actually asked me to talk about a zero-day exploit that was discovered by a user called Sandbox Escaper on Twitter. That user has found some Windows flaws, security flaws before, and usually doesn't really tell Microsoft about it. He just, posts it on his Twitter feed and says, "Here's a flaw." And the reason apparently is that he did once actually tell Microsoft about a security bug, and it didn't go well. And he decided, well, what the hell? We're just gonna say it when there's something bad. And of course, probably because of Microsoft, his account has been suspended on Twitter. Anyways, there's something that can actually be using this task scheduler and create what we call a elevation of privileges. So basically, the privilege escalation, we can call it. It's called a local privilege escalation because it's something that can actually, kind of elevate the user to administrative rights to actually have the user, actually, or the hacker, take full control and do whatever he wants with your PC. The good and the bad news. The bad news is that now all the bad guys know that this exists and actually even posted a video on how to do it. So that's a little bad. In the video he posts, it seems to be Windows 10 32 bits, but it is believed that it affects also 64-bit versions of Windows. And also, apparently with a little bit of modification, it is believed that it probably affects every version of Windows, including Windows XP. Because right now, the only demonstration is on Windows 10, but it's believed that every version of Windows is probably vulnerable to this. So, how can you protect yourself? What's happening? And will Microsoft fix it? Well, Microsoft, of course, has been keeping, pretty quiet on this, but it's okay. I mean, they always do that. Um, we don't know, but of course, they are probably now already starting to do a fix for this. The good news is that it's not immediately easy to exploit. That means that if you're careful with your computer, they can't just, get in and exploit the flaw and you're screwed. There needs to be some entry into your PC. That means you already have been vulnerable with something that you actually, caught, some malware of some sort. It's through the package of that malware that you will have this possibly exploiting that flaw and, of course, doing pretty much what they want with your PC. So the good news is if you're careful with what you do on the internet and don't download things everywhere without, thinking about it, you are pretty safe because it cannot be exploited as is from remote web without having some kind of entry into the PC. So that's the good news, at least on this privilege escalation. It's not like a malware that just or a flaw that is so bad that just going on a bad web page and it's enough. This it requires a little more. It really requires an entry into the PC. So at least it is not too bad. And if you're careful what you do on the internet, there's not too much of a problem. But of course, this flaw needs to be fixed, as it could be exploited somehow. And when will a fix arrive? It's anyone's guess, and I would say that Microsoft will maybe push an out-of-cycle fix, maybe not. If it doesn't, well, the next patch Tuesday is close to mid-June, so that's still quite a few weeks off. We'll see what happens if they do, release a out-of-cycle patch for this or not. So that's the situation with this privilege escalation security flaw discovered by a Twitter user called Sandbox Escaper. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.